going?
What's up, everyone? I'm Nick Cato.
I'm Matt Harnig, aka Whole Family, aka Badass.
And this is Consoles in Review, or we haven't fucking figured out the name yet. But we will soon, and it'll be on the title of this fucking movie. So, today, we are talking about this badass, the PS2, the highest selling console of all time, arguably the greatest console of all time, really only in a running with one other system that we will talk about too. But, the PlayStation 2. You want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
I'll go first on this one since I'm sure you can elaborate on it more.
Come on, baby.
This system, I never personally,
Elaborate. I'll be right back.
I never personally owned it, but my brother owned it, so it was like I had it. I love the system. The roster's there. The graphics were, I never thought were the best. Like, honestly, when the generation of PS2 came, I never thought the graphics were that great. They were solid, but I never was blown away. But, I mean, this system was like revolutionary, obviously for its time. It was the highest selling system. I had plenty of fun playing sports games on this. This gave me Grand Theft Auto 3. This gave me Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I fucking love those games. They played Max Payne, what other Rockstar games did they have back then with this system? I also played Twisted Metal Black, which is one of my favorite games. God of War, Metal Gear Solid 3, which is my favorite Metal Gear.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Didn't care for that game that much, but it's still good. Kingdom Hearts, which we just did.
Ratchet and Clank.
Never played those. Never played those.
Well, I'll save that for me.
Yeah. But Final Fantasy X. There's just I can't say my roster for this system is bigger than the others I've had, but I've definitely played key games in this system that made what this system is. And honestly, it's outlasted. I think this has probably been the longest running system.
They were making games like well into like the PS3 era. I think the last game was like FIFA 13 or something like that.
So this system, because I think this is the one system everyone waited the longest to get rid of, to my opinion. Like, when I talk to people who weren't hardcore gamers who didn't have the 360 and PS3, they damn sure had a PS2.
Of course.
And I definitely think this system trumps Xbox completely.
Oh.
Like, other than Halo and KOTOR, like, this system destroyed them in anything. Like, if I had the knowledge of gaming that I do now, and I was to take a system, I would choose this one 100 times over, because even though it was also in the GameCube era, and that had Resident Evil 4 for me, this eventually had Resident Evil 4 and a better version of it. But, so, I fucking love this system. I definitely think it's held up to where it's been for its entire life. The menu screen is one of the coolest things. Memory cards, that's one thing that had a downer side on. GameCube and Xbox definitely beat them on, finally getting rid of memory cards. But, hey, whatever. Also, played a shitload of my wrestling games on this. SmackDown 2000, I think it was. Fucking played the shit out of that on this system. Yeah, so, like, it was the system everyone wanted. And if you didn't have it, you wanted to have it. And if you wanted to sit there and say your GameCube was better, you're fucking lying. Because you know this system was the best. And there's no doubt. There's no doubt. There's no comparison. Like, Xbox even coming out and making Halo, which is one of the most revolutionizing games, will never even touch this.
My game.
Like, everyone owned a PS2 where I was growing up. Like, you didn't own an Xbox. Like, I was weird because I owned an Xbox. You owned a PS2 because that's where everything was at. But, yeah. So, I fucking love the system. It definitely isn't as big of an iconic gaming system for that Nick is, so I'll let him take the floor and show you why he says the system's so great.
I will start off. This system is, and I honestly think it forever will be, my favorite system of all time. I really don't see anything beating it. Like, I'm still playing it. That's what I said. Persona 4 is on its way and should be coming on 2 days from now, and I'm gonna play it. It's hooked up. This system is always hooked up. So basically, the first thing I want to talk about is just the cultural thing. Like, the DVD player aspect of this was like a fucking game changer, because for the first time, people had an affordable DVD player, and it made people be like, all right, even me. When I first got this, I didn't have a DVD player. I was like, I'm gonna start buying some fucking DVDs. And I bought DVDs in anticipation of buying this. I was a late adopter to this.
Sorry, since you did bring up the DVD, I want to say what I was going to say. I used to laugh when my parents would be like, oh, Matt, you want a DVD player? I'd be like, parents, I don't need that. I have a PS2, and this has a way better DVD player than your complicated one. Because if there was one thing I always thought was complicated, was the damn DVD players. But this was so easy and simple. But anyways, I'm done. I was just like, but I don't need your DVD player.
The thing I love about this system is, like, I'm constantly learning new fucking things about it. Like, do you know the menu screen you said was so fucking cool? Mm-hmm. Apparently, the blocks,
I mean, you were watching.
That's their fucking memory in your memory card, all your save files and shit. I didn't fucking know that. But basically, I was a super late adopter to PS2, which I fucking hate that I was. I wish I got this day one, but I had a GameCube first with James. I got my own GameCube, and then James got an Xbox, and I was all into Halo and all that shit. And I got this game actually to play Budokai 2, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. And my God, when I bought this, it was a fucking game changer. I'm just gonna go through this is my quest. I want to complete my PS2 game library, and I'll forever buy it. I'm always looking, and I want to beat all the good games on it. So this is
you just added another big one.
Yeah, this is my library of PS2 games that I have. I have Shadow of the Colossus, which is amazing, but it's not the best PS2 game. Let's just be real. God of War 2, God of War 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Ratchet Deadlocked, Ratchet and Clank. I'm really salty I don't own Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. That's my favorite one. It's in my top 25 games, and I'm probably going to buy it if I can. I got Jak 3, 2, 1, Sly Cooper 3, 2, and 1, Mega Man X Collection, Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 2 sucked ass, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, Final Fantasy X, Resident Evil 4, Budokai 3, Budokai 2, Dragon Ball Z Sagas, I don't know why I ever fucking bought that game, and Guitar Hero 2.
This is the best Guitar Hero.
It is. So, I think my guitar is in my storage unit for it. I need to fucking grab it, because I want to be able to play all my games. I can play John the Fisherman, like South Park. But basically, the reason why this is the best is because, except for the exception of maybe SNES, the library that this system has, and the fucking exclusives that this thing has, no system will ever have it. Just from what I just fucking named. Like, you're never gonna have a
just
game.
A handful of games.
God of War, Kingdom Hearts, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper. Like, it's insane. And this was the place to play your sports games too, like you said. That was the main place. But
the only thing he's oblivious to is he's an idiot because he doesn't have any of the GTAs. But
I played the GTAs on Xbox because I didn't own this. I played San Andreas on this. I rented it though, just like I rented some of their games. But you know what, Matt? Fuck you. I'm gonna buy the GTA pack because that's the thing. They sell the GTA 3 pack for PlayStation 2 in Walmart right now. I'm gonna fucking buy it just to say fuck you.
Fuck me? What are you telling me? God, I played them.
But because I want to complete this, I need to buy Ico. That's the other game I need to do. But I'm getting off track because I can't talk about the PS2 and stay on track because there's so much to talk about with it. But Persona, there's another franchise that I had no idea about. That's on here. And I will know about it soon. 2 days. I'll play Persona 4. If I like it, I'll get Persona 3. And yeah. So that's why this system is so important. The DVD player aspect of it was huge. The fact that the fucking the exclusive games that you could play on this, the list was so big. Like Xbox, you had like KOTOR, Rainbow Six, I think, and Halo.
Perfect Dark.
And yeah.
No, I
don't think so.
Perfect Dark.
No, they skipped it. Perfect Dark was on 360.
Yeah.
But
God, Xbox, you suck.
Then, like, even with shooters, they had like SOCOM when it was like actually good.
Call
And all
of
that
Duty.
shit. Call of Duty was on here. Like, I can't even fucking name them all. ICO. I'm sure if I looked up, just go on IGN, look at their top 100 games of all time.
That's right.
For the
100. Not 25, 100.
It's just, I don't know. This system is just, it had online. It's not as good as online as Xbox, obviously, but it had like some online play components. I never used them. But the fact that I don't know, the fact that this system is still hooked up and I still play it a lot speaks volumes to it. This system's now 2 generations old and I'm still fucking playing it. I guarantee you when the PS5 comes out, or whatever the fuck it is, if there's just a box, I will not play my PS4 again. I'll either sell it or I'll go on a box. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. This is the greatest console of all time. Only rivaled by Super Nintendo. And I'd be a homer and pick this, of course. So that's my view of the PS2. It was one of the biggest game changers of a video game system. So I guess I'll just get my review out of the way. I give it a 10.5. I'll give it a fucking 20.
Alright, don't do that.
Alright, 10. Perfect. Masterpiece. There's literally nothing you can say wrong about this system.
I give it a 9, only because I don't think the graphics were that impressive to me. I know you could probably say an argument. No, not even for the time. I just never was impressed with the graphics in this game. They were good, they were solid, but they weren't mind-blowing. Like, Xbox is one thing I give them is their graphics were there. They had fucking phenomenal graphics. This system, trust me, 9's not being fucking mean. It's fucking still one of the greatest systems ever. To me, like I said, memory card storage problems, things like having to buy memory cards and things like that, even though that was part of the time, I know, but the fact that they were still with Xbox and they never tried to make a system to get rid of memory cards was the problem to me, and I think the graphics weren't all that great. Like, I thought there was a system out there that had better graphics and they never were like fully there. So, anyways, still fucking love it. Arguably, probably in my opinion, the second best roster of games like to come out. I fucking love it. I'm definitely glad I was at least to be able to be a part of it, like every other child was. Yeah, 9.
Yeah, so looking on this, if you want a PS2 Slim, which perfected, like $50. Play this system is perfect.
Also, one last thing, this is fucking awesome. The way the system looks is so cool. And I know how everyone was so mind blown with the stand. Like, I remember when they came out with the stand, and they're like, oh my god, you can stand it up sideways.
Yeah, it's a fucking game changer. Space saver, man. You know how it used to be back in the day, dude. Come on.
And it's reliable. Have you ever... Corey had a pawn shop PS2, and it was like, looked like it was beat to shit, and it still ran perfect.
It does. This is the original one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little scuffed up from people I've lent it to. I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not saying it's you, it's more Walt. That was the scariest.
Borrow this?
Yeah, that was the scariest moment of my life when Walt wanted to borrow it. I was like, oh, no.
Shout out
my
to
baby
Walt.
out.
Where's it scuffed?
Those white marks. I'm a little salty about it, but it's okay. I'll forever have you. Thank you for watching. Play the PlayStation 2, goddammit. You should have already. So, later.